I'm the Chief Marketing Officer at Lenovo. I've been here for about 5 years now. And I've been in the industry for a long time. I was with Apple for many years and with HP for a number of years.
This is Verna from TechView.me, and yesterday Lenovo had some yoga practice. They announced a bunch of tablets and consumer and enterprise friendly yoga. Your product can be amazing, the engineering could be amazing, and the price could be right. But what good is all of those efforts if your marketing and the consumers don't know about the product? And I'm with a man whose job is exactly that. He's Mr. David Roman, and he's in charge of Lenovo's global marketing. He's a CMO. So thank you for...
Well, thank you very much. Thank you for mentioning marketing. I totally agree with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Great technology does need to be brought to the markets as well.
Absolutely.
And I think your point about marketing is very true, and it's not just actually bringing the products to market, and communicating. It's also the whole process of developing the products and making sure that you really are bringing in that insight from the markets, so that we're building something that our consumers, our customers really want, and that's the crucial thing.
Right.
And in that sense, I think Lenovo is becoming much more focused on looking at our business that way. We've always been a great technology company, we've always known how to make great products.
Mm-hmm.
I think as we focus more on the consumer side and balance that with our commercial side, we have to become good at understanding what's going on in the market, what do people really want, what are the needs that we can satisfy, how can we do it in an elegant, cool way.
The yoga brand. So tell us about the brand itself, the yoga.
It certainly was defined on the consumer side. We started off because we were looking at a better way in which we could actually build a PC. And yoga really was introduced with the original Windows 8. And, Windows 8 had the capability of working in tablet mode and working as a PC. And so our engineers said, well, how could we really do that from a product standpoint? Have a product that is optimized to work in both modes, as a tablet and as a PC. Right. And in the process of doing it, we came up with this very clever hinge design, which then allowed us to do even more than that, because apart from those two modes, we had other modes we could optimize, watching movies and doing other things with it.
One of the major key things of yesterday's event was Ashton Kutcher. And I must say, sitting from the audience was very, very inspired by his enthusiasm. So how important is to have Ashton in the team?
It's really important, and at all levels, because Ashton is actually very involved in not only helping us design the products and bringing his ideas, but also connecting us with our audience to actually get a lot of that insight into what is relevant, what is not relevant, what is useful, what is unique. And Ashton comes from exactly the audience that we want to address. He brings a passion and an enthusiasm for it, which people could see. And he's always like that. It's wonderful to actually work with him. And so that is inspiring for our engineers, for our people internally as well, just to know this is who we're designing the product for to a large extent.
Do you think there's some sort of negative press when you hire an actor who portrayed Steve Jobs at Apple? Do you think there's some backlash in that thinking?
No. That was coincidental at the time. But I think the fact that first of all, I think he did a wonderful job in portraying Steve Jobs. He's a great actor and did that very, very well. But no, I think that's and Ashton actually is very clearly in his professional life separated, what he does in technology and what he does on the entertainment side.
Which is why it's so different, right? He's more than just a face for the company. He's actually involved in the product.
Product design. Absolutely. Very, very instrumental in that. But it's not just for Lenovo, incidentally. I mean, he runs a very successful venture capital enterprise, and you'll find him at startup conferences and digging into technology in great depth. I mean, he really is. There is that other side to his career, which is very real.
Okay. You mentioned you worked at HP and you worked at Apple as well. How is Lenovo's marketing strategy different from other PC manufacturers out there?
Marketing is not rocket science. I think marketing means being, first of all, being very focused on the audience that you want to be relevant to. What Lenovo is very good at is, one, as a global company, we really have been successful in making Lenovo relevant in many different places. Right. Our heritage is from China. We've been very successful in many countries around the world. In fact, if you look at our growth now, our growth is very consistent in almost every geography of the world, and that's a good position to be in. I think we do that very well. Both a successful commercial position and now more and more a consumer position. Right. And not all companies balance that out well, so I think that's a good strength.
I mean, a good example is the ThinkPad series, which is a much preferred series.
That's right. It's a real reference in that commercial
space.
That's right. We've had a strategy now for many years of saying we really want to leverage the strength that we historically had in PCs and take that on the one side to even more enterprise products with servers, and the IBM acquisition allows us to accelerate that even further. So that side of the business. And the other side of the business also continue to develop smartphones and tablets and grow with the growth of that space. And we've been able to balance that out very well as well. We're seeing good growth across all of those areas.
So now, Lenovo's relationship with Microsoft has been positive. You guys were the first to sort of experiment with the hardware as Windows 8 came in, and with this one form factor. Now the Windows 10 is about to come, and they've sort of showed the preview. Do you expect Windows 10 to help you guys get more sales in the whole convertible sphere?
Yeah, we love new versions of the OS. Right. As you say, we've had a very strong partnership with Microsoft for a long time. In our case, obviously, it's a combination of the hardware and software. When there are new software capabilities, Microsoft is focused on its users, telling them how to make the product better, how to make it more functional for them. It's up to us to figure out how we can really leverage that and come up with the right hardware that's going to optimize. Developments like this are always good for the industry, they're good for the user, and they're good for us as a vendor in this space.
We come from the Middle East. The Middle East is very consumer driven in the sense that there's a lot of consumption of devices that happen in the Middle East, especially in a place like Dubai. Is there a trend that you've noticed in the Middle East that works for you guys in terms of marketing efforts? Is there a different perspective if you look at a region like the Middle East in terms of a marketing perspective?
I think there's the mix of the products does tend to be more towards the premium end than in some other markets, which is great because it allows us to have our best products and focus on those. I think there's a very strong appreciation of the design and differentiation through design, which again fits very well with the direction in which we're going. So in fact, the Middle East is one of our fastest growing regions from a consumer standpoint. I think we have the products that really appeal to the market, and we enjoy getting the success in the market. But I do think it does tend to be and skew a little bit more towards the premium end, and a big focus on products that reflect the sense of style that our markets have. That's great for us.
That's good for us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, David.
Thank you very much.